Hello and welcome back to Planet Nibiru, where anything is possible. Professor Stephen Hawking is probably everyone's favorite theoretical physicist. For a guy who is bound to a wheelchair and has to use an array of instruments just to communicate with his fellow man, he gets around pretty good. His body may have betrayed him at a young age, but his mind is still sharp as a tack. He pulls no punches when he is asked a question, and while his predictions are often dire, they are generally accepted in the scientific community as plausible, affording him a unique platform in the world of science. While almost any other scientist that issues any type of warning whatsoever is usually attacked by the community at large, Hawking's IQ and scientific prowess is unmatched in the scientific community, allowing him to speak what he views as the unmitigated truth without fear of repercussion. Often, Hawking speaks on the dangers of AI and genetic engineering, but sometimes his warnings are based on more traditional science. Like this, his latest warning, where he warns that overpopulation and energy consumption will turn our planet into a sizzling fireball in less than 600 years. Now that is a pretty dire warning, if I do say so myself. I am quite accustomed to dire warnings, and still this one sticks out as particularly scary. Maybe because 600 years is so close in terms of when the event is supposed to happen. Or perhaps because there are other planets out there that are already experiencing atmospheres similar to this. For us, living on this wonderful blue marble is a holiday when compared to the weather on the planet Coret 7b. This planet gets so hot that the rocks melt and evaporate like water does on Earth. The rocks then rise into the atmosphere as steam and create clouds of stone that then reconstitute into small stones, raining down as hot gravel back onto the planet. Now, I doubt the Earth will get that hot from overpopulation and energy consumption, but you never know. The temperature would have to get to 2600 degrees in order to melt and evaporate rock. And as far as I'm concerned, they can keep those heat waves on planet Coret. Another planet that has similar weather to planet Coret 7b is planet HD 189773b, where the atmosphere is mostly comprised of silica, and that's sand to the common man like you and me. This planet has rainstorms at 930 degrees, and winds that gust at over 5,400 miles per hour. Now let that sink in for a second. A hurricane has gale force winds starting at about 75 miles per hour. 5,400 miles per hour is more than 7 times faster than the speed of sound. The molten sand, which we call glass here on Earth, is whipping around at over 7 times the speed of sound, and you can imagine what that would do to a person, or even a spacecraft. I don't think there is very much that can withstand those types of extremes, and I know that humanity cannot. So we should probably take these predictions to heart. Even though they might be a bit wacky, we probably can't afford to laugh them off. Hawking's predictions generally run a bit longer in terms of when he expects that these things will play out. This one, however, is not only close in terms of time, but also in terms of the solution. What is the solution? Well, according to Hawking, we should travel to Alpha Centauri, the star closest to ours, and we should take a look around for a new habitable planet. That is what he said to potential investors at the recent Tencent WE Summit in Beijing. The trip of 4 light years could be cut to potentially 20 years according to Hawking, and give us the ability to travel to Pluto in a matter of days and Mars in just hours. This venture, called Breakthrough Starshot, uses a tiny spacecraft that travels at just about the speed of light to recon possible places that life could be sustainable. Maybe if all goes well, sometime a little after the middle of the century, we'll have our first picture of another planet that may be bearing life closest to our nearest orbiting star, says Peter Warden, the former head at NASA's Ames Research Center and Starshot Breakthrough Director. Hawking and others involved with the Starshot Breakthrough project believe that with proper funding, they can attain near light speed travel and accomplish this mission to save humanity. While that sounds like a bunch of science fiction, Hawking and company are sold on the idea. So, should we be sold on it as well? I know what I think, but what do you think? Do you believe that light speed is attainable? Do you think that man will ever find a new home? Get in the comment section and let us know. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video.